Hello and welcome to Pepper Stadium here tonight in Penrith. It's the Panthers taking on the Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks in a battle which will determine the fates of both teams tonight, whether or not they can make it into the 8. The Sharks currently sitting in 7th on the ladder, and the Panthers currently sitting in 12th, fighting for a final spot for the first time in seasons. John Boy Mayava in his first season as captain, looking to take him all the way. I'm your Commissioner Wilke, joined by the one and only Anthony McDonald, as these two teams are going to clash very, very hard tonight.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen with these teams tonight. We've had a little bit of everything this round so far, and both of these teams are hitting some really hot form at the back end of this season. So I reckon if tonight is going to be a night for upsets, the Panthers are romping one in, but the Sharks, they've been really strong the last couple of weeks there, Will.
Yeah, they sure have been, and I can see this game going either way. Cronulla Sharks currently on a 3-game win streak. The Panthers coming off a loss last week. It could be an interesting one, whether they can bounce back or not. They did beat the Storm only a few weeks ago, but went down to the Panthers by about 20 points, I think it was from memory. So it could be an interesting one indeed. So Marcus taking a hit up here, and these Sharks, they're looking a lot different in these last few games that they have won. Few mix-ups in the teams. Christian Bocciolupi at halfback being one of them. Sonny Tai, he's moved into the lock position. And he's facing off tonight against Jackson Allison. Oh, sorry, rather Lachlan Sinclair he is facing off against nowadays. And I think that could be a really good battle. Two very different players in those positions. Oh, it's here's Lecky Tour with an intercept. And he gets a little bit way down the field. I'll let you comment in a second, Anthony. As that is great stuff there from the former Shark himself. He started the season there, went inactive, ended up at the Panthers. As now it's going to be Tevita Vavali-Ngawa down the right wing, trying to get past. But he can't get away from Anthony Delaney. As now they go. Irwin through the middle. As that's the third now. The Panthers, they'll play the ball 20 out. Out to left again. Here they go. Allison just ramping forward up through the middle. 4th tackle there. As 2 more tackles stand in this set. Sinclair running it straight. MBT making the tackle. And a well done job there, as that's the 5th and last. The Panthers go to the right. It will be Stramandanoli. Puts it up high. It's a bit shallow here. Can they get a tap back for it? No, Bobby Werman with a good take, and he'll just take it down. And the Sharks escape a little bit of danger early on there.
Yeah, the Sharks, they've been defined by their defence for the last couple of games this season. Absolutely wonderful line defence, and if the Panthers are going to have any way of getting over them tonight, they're going to have to break out some trick plays here or there, I think, Will.
Yeah, I think they will, and they're just dangerous, both teams here in attack. Oh, here's another intercept, and maybe the Penrith Panthers are more dangerous in defence, as that's another one. Vavali-Ngawa this time with the good readers. Irwin smashed in the tackle there. It's Kausakau brought to ground. As now they go Lecky Tour. And the forwards from both teams just looking to be really physical tonight. They've got 2 good packs that we've got on display. And we are keen to see them both, as Mayava at fullback. Good switch for him moving back there, and just able to get through the line on that occasion as Stramandanoli plays the ball at 15 out. Who will be the kicker? They go right. Sinclair puts it up high. It's going to be allowed to float, but MBT will get to it, and a well-taken kick there. Raikamanu bringing him down in the tackle. And that's twice now that they haven't really been able to complete under the high ball there, the Panthers.
And they're going to need to do something a bit soon, I think, because the Sharks, they do not let the foot off the neck when they get a chance. As we can see, MBT breaking off and offloading to Hitchens. That was a phenomenal run there from MBT.
And a very important tackle there from Shakti. Because had Hitchens had a bit more space, there was actually no one around but Shakti to make that tackle. So that would have been strife, as Sonny Tai making the contact, getting an offload away to Sabatu'ua. As that'll be the 5th and last. Now the Sharks, they go out to the left, goes to Delaney, puts the kick in. As Vavali-Ngawa steps that one, weaves, MBT, now it's a foot race. Vavali-Ngawa did the big sell, and Matthews bring him down. As now they go Irwin. Pushing through the middle again, the Panthers have had 2 good sets on the line, but they're yet to score. Still only 8 minutes in the game, though. As now they go. Raikamanu. Brought out to the left. To go to Lachlan Sinclair as he just goes through the middle. A lot of tackling early on for the middles here of the Sharks as they go. Irwin bumps off one. Callum Irwin straight over the top of Sonny Tyre. And I think he's dropped the ball cold there. In fact, he has as Kalsakau cleans it up. And he runs a few out of his own in goal. And that was a bit of a weird play there. All he had to do was hold on to it.
Yeah, I think a bit of white line fever there, Will. He saw Davis the other night going over for a triple and he said, give me some of that, I want some of that. But unfortunately, that was some wonderful defense there from MBT and he was able to... Oh, oops.
Uh-oh. And now John Boy Mayava looking to take the 2. And, I mean... Yeah, that's an interesting play, isn't it? And a penalty going against the Sharks. After all of that hard work, they just quite literally throw away the ball and give a penalty. And now 2 points to the Panthers. I'm a bit shocked. I'm a bit stunned, to be honest, Anthony. You don't see that very often. But a good choice taking the 2 points there.
Yeah, well, John Boy, you saw his hand go up as soon as that whistle blew. He was not taking any chances. He knew that the only way that they've got a chance to win tonight, the Panthers, is they need to get on top of the Cronulla Sharks as soon as possible and start playing some of those mind game arm wrestle tactics because 10 minutes in, 2 points only, it's been one hell of a fight so far.
Yeah, it's Allison now pushing forward. That's the first, and the Panthers pinned down their end here, starting their set. They're going to have to make some big meters because the Sharks, you often see after points scored against them, they can pinch you down this end and force the field position to favour them. So you just got to be careful as Cummins. It's another run this set. I'm not too sure if they know who they're going to as Lonnie Lawrence takes a hit up and some good post-contact meters there from Lonnie. As it go, Stramandanoli inside his own 40. That's a good kick. That's a really good kick. And that'll hold up a 40-20 there, Stramandanoli. That is fantastic.
Oh, it's a shame we couldn't see a replay of that one because I think you'll find that that ball bounced inch perfect there for Stramandanoli. And now the Panthers are turning the blowtorch. They might be in again very shortly.
And they could be in for the first try of the night as Lonnie Lawrence just drives forward, brought down eventually by Hitchens. They go out to the right. It's going to be Jackson Allison. He wants to push here. He's got a lot of strength, but Sonny Tyre gets around the legs to help out MBT. Going upstairs here just to double check, and no try is the call as it goes up, and I think no success there. That's the red light. Still a fair few tackles to go though, as that's only the third. They go to the right now. It's going to be Stramandanoli. Short ball there to Lecky Tua. Smashed there by Kalsakau. As that is a massive and monster hit. They go to left. Raikamani now goes to Cummins. Brought down as that's the fifth and last. Playing the ball. Out to the right. Now goes to Sinclair. He puts it along just behind some defenders and Lind takes it nicely. And the Panthers are in for the first try of the night.
Oh, I thought for a second there that he'd left the kick too deep and there was no chasers there, but for some reason the Sharks, they just froze, and Lind, he dived across, and an excellent score there for the rookie hooker.
Look at this kick from Sinclair. He kicks it through the legs there and behind Sonny Tyre. That is just cheeky. Sorry. Yes, it is Lind. Sinclair making the kick. That's Henrik Lind with the chase, and that is just real good stuff there from the Panthers. You could see, like you said, the pressure had mounted for a little bit there, and they were able to capitalize off that 40-20. Great stuff from Dom Stramandanoli only moments ago. And now an 8-0 lead if John Boy gets this kick.
And a really good start for the Panthers, considering, just quickly having a look at the ladder as it is. Oh,
what?
John Boy. Maybe it's a great thing they took the two earlier than we thought they will.
That's worse than the Berkeley one. That is quite something. Okay. Damn.
Alice Berkeley, if you are out there watching right now, congratulations. We will no longer be talking about your kick. It is now John Boy's kick.
That is that's a shocker from John Boy Mayave. That's an easy 2 points. He's just full-gone Cameron Munster there. And that was a really bad miss. Like, I'm getting reports here that it's actually hit just some old lady in the back of the stands. I'm not too sure how he's done that. And I mean, I've had some shocking goal kicks in my time, but nothing as bad as that. Someone take this man's kicking license away. That is a shocker. Anyway, that's the 4th tackle as Panthers go out to the left. Now it's going to be Cummins. Driven back as that's the 5th and last. I can already imagine AMAC what SRL chat is looking like right now.
Oh, it's going to be even better later on where they where it's won by a golden point in the end there, Will.
Oh, or they lose by 2.
By 2.
Not preying on anyone's downfall, but that would be rather funny. As now Sabatua taking a run. 3rd tackle is the Panthers. An answer for the Sharks. And everything so far. MBT able to break the line. Gets almost around John Boy. John Boy, he misses kicks. He doesn't miss tackles very often. As they go. Kalsakau. Brought down only 20 metres out now. 5th and last. As they play it out to the left, it's going to be on the run here for Delaney as he just boots it straight up in the air. Anthony Delaney. Tap back. MBT put the footwork on. No siree. Good tackle there from Lecky Tua. And the Sharks unable to get points on the board. That's it.
Now, what I was trying to say earlier before John Boy kind of interrupted me, quite rudely I might add, was that... That's twice I've tried to talk, and there's been a bit of an error there from the Panthers, Will. What is with me and calling these curses?
They really don't want you to talk. As Sonny Tyre pushing for the line. He may be too strong. He's certainly not a big man. But he may have just pushed over for a try tonight, and the Sharks... I think he has actually straight over the top of Lonnie Lawrence. Too big, too strong for Lonnie. And the Panthers are in for their first... Sorry, the Sharks are in for the first of their night.
Okay, I'm getting it out now before Sonny decides to miss this kick. Tonight, prior to the games, the Sharks, they've got the best defense in the league. They've been able to stop any team scoring against them the most compared to the other teams in the league. So if the Panthers, they want to win tonight, good, there we go. Oh, it's Batchagalupi kicking. They need to make sure that they can get a bit more down the other end of the field and stop those errors, because the Sharks, points do not come easy against them.
No, they certainly don't. And yeah, that's why that 2 points was so crucial, John Boy. I'm not sure why you missed that, obviously on purpose. Stat padding. But yeah, absolutely agree that the Sharks, they are amongst... I mean, that's why they're in the top 8. That's why they're a top 8 side. It is their defense, and it really shines through at the end of the day. And we see it more often than not that they're just very, very strong on their line. It's just embarrassing. Pushing forward here. Now they're brought down. Now they're going to go out to the left. So go to the right. Kalsakau. Driving forward as Henrik Lind brings him down. That's the 4th tackle there. The Sharks out to the right. Botchagalupi now goes to Broden Thompson. As NBT just plays it past the halfway line. 5th and last. They go out to the left. Botchagalupi with the kick. It's a bit of a weird one off the right boot. Goes to Shaq down None's wing. As he can't sneak away. And a bit of a very slow set there from the Sharks after points.
Yeah, and the Panthers working their way back up the field again. Their props coming on. Shackelford and Daly, he's had a bit of a ripper the last couple of weeks. So I'm wondering if John Boy's going to hope that his bench props coming on the field just a bit more fit than the Sharks. Can really tip the favour in there. Ooh, as they go down the sideline there, Will.
Yeah, good stuff. Just tiptoeing down the sideline there. As now they go out to the right. And it's going to be Henrik Lind. Flying the ball, Mayava goes deep to Stramantinoli. As that's a very awkward kick again. Ben Cummins, good take over the top, but absolutely no business being there. Not much going on, as that's a handover. Now Nathan Walsh straight through the line. And we haven't even mentioned yet, the Sharks on their bench tonight is Jack White, debutant for the night. And he'll be coming on in the second half, I believe. So big congratulations to him as we look forward to him. The bench subs for both teams on now. Rusty Daly for the Panthers and Wakabayashi and Walsh for the Sharks. See how they can really break open these games as Sonny Tyre. Absolutely driven back in the tackle there by Sinclair. As Malchus pushing forward, and that'll be the fifth and last. As he plays it. Going deep. Now to Delaney. Puts a kick in inside his own 40, and it's just going to reach Vivali Ngawa almost on the 20 as he steps MBT, but brought down there. And that was dangerous for a second from Vivali Ngawa. Is now Leki Tua. Pushing forward, the Panthers looking to build some momentum here. They go out to the left. It's going to be here. Raika Manu now goes to Justice Daly. As he's brought down. Now they go out to Lonnie Lawrence. Out to the left again. Shamananoli. Inside ball to Mayava here. Lurking, but unable to do anything really. Good tackles. As they go right. It's going to be Stramananoli. Puts it along the ground. Oh, it's a beautiful kick for Manu. Raika Manu will score. And that is pinpoint precision from Dominic Stramananoli.
And there it is again. The kicking game of the Panthers is on fire tonight from most of them. That was a cheeky little dink there, straight in front of Malchus. And Manu, there was no stopping him. No way MBT was touching him. And that's what you get when you've got some of the quality of Manu there, sitting there in your number 7. Okay, John Boy, now's your chance. Now's your time to redeem it. Never in doubt. There it is across the bar, and the Panthers are 12-6, 25 minutes in. Sharks looking a little bit shell-shocked, waiting for their time to come. They haven't really made many mistakes tonight, but the Panthers, they have turned up. And it is always difficult to beat the Panthers here on their home ground. As Manu passes it off to Daly. And Daly, he is met by a solid line of defence there and forced back to his 10. First tackle. Passing across to Manu again. Shackelford straight through the line. Bench prop working his way up the field over the 30. Second tackle.
Oh, no, sorry.
Down the blind side again.
Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Thank you, Anthony. And we are back here, and yes, good to see John Boy actually got his kick there. As that was a lot more difficult than the one he missed. He missed the one that was easy. It was right basically on the black dot. By the time he got that one, as John Boy. He goes through the line now, and he's going to enter a foot race. He'll go by himself. Nobody with him, and John Boy Mayava. We talk about him, and he will respond. That is the Panthers. 3 tries in a row.
My God, that looked way too easy for John Boy. John Boy, I'll remind everyone, who only just put himself into fullback halfway through this season. He is a rookie fullback, and he has just danced around NBT like it was nothing else.
Yeah, huge stuff there from John Boy. As he's more than... I mean, if history repeats itself, he will miss this kick. He will not get this kick successfully. But I think that for some reason he may have actually learnt from his mistakes. And yeah, that is no mean feat to be able to turn MBT inside out like that and actually beat him in a foot race. He's been quite impressive in his very few showings at fullback. And personally, I'm quite excited to see what he can do in this position, given more time and given more progression throughout his career, because he's still quite a young player.
We've actually had a bit of a glut of really good young rookie fullbacks this season. We've got Flynn over there at the Raiders. We've got John Boy here. With a couple of the old boys moving on to other positions, it's been really good to see some of the young boys stand up and try their hand at really one of the most important positions out there on the field.
And don't forget your own mate, Dylan Sharp.
Oh, Dylan Sharp. I didn't want to toot my own boy's horn, but now that you've brought him up, Dylan Sharp has been absolutely phenomenal for us the last couple of games, and if I have anything to say about it, he will be sitting there for a long, long time.
Yeah, he's been very, very good. As we go, John Boyd trying to put the footwork on again, and you can just see when he grabs the ball, he's just got this sort of electricity about him. And he's really showing up with some acceleration tonight. Shaman and Ollie, he's going to go for another 40-20. It looks good. If the bounce favors, he'll get it, and it sure does. And look at that, Dom Shaman and Ollie, 2 from 2 for 40-20s. That is great stuff, as now the Panthers just ride this pressure and look to make it a 24-point game.
Well, someone give that man the keys to the Panther Palace, because he is, along with John Boy, almost single-handedly making sure that the Panthers stay ahead of this Sharks outfit. It's a very important 10 minutes here. The Sharks do not want to leak any more points.
So that's Sinclair just held up there. 4th tackle, the Panthers. Looping play, goes out to the right. Mayava, he'll crash over. That is a beautiful ball from Shaman Anoli. And he has been phenomenal tonight. We'll go to the bunker, sent up as a try, but no doubt about that, Mayava's got that down. And you've got to give credit where it's due. These two are lighting this stadium on fire.
If the Panthers go on to win this one, and they very well could, it's going to be very hard to tell which of these two boys is the man of the match, because the kicking game of one has been phenomenal, and this boy, this man, jumping over for 2 already, well, let's just say that both of them carrying the Panthers on their back at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And sorry, I didn't realize, I actually forgot that the Sharks had scored. That's how dominant the Panthers have been, as 24-6 will be the score, an 18-point lead. And yeah, wow, they have been quite incredible. That's a phenomenal game that they've both been having so far, and like you said, it's going to be very hard to distinguish between the two when it comes time to vote for them. But yeah, the Sharks, they just really don't have any of the answers to them at the moment.
And right now, we need the Sharks, they need to be playing the for and against game, because it is very, very chockers up there in the top 8. They're only about a couple of points behind the people in front, and only a couple of points behind the people below them. So if they drop too many points, they could find the next 2 weeks a do-or-die situation here, Will.
Yeah, it's very, very important these next couple of weeks, and in a second we'll have a look at who they have, but Lonnie Lawrence, that's a good run there. The Sharks next week, they actually must have the bye by the looks of it. I'm not sure if they've already had the bye, but no, they mustn't have. Oh no, sorry.
They got the Sea Eagles.
Sorry, they have the Sea Eagles next week. And then the week after, they have the Tigers. So 2 very tough teams to close out your season. That could be extra challenging, shall we say, for this team.
Almost as challenging as the Panthers. They're up against the Dolphins next week, followed by the Doggies. So if the Panthers are going to be Smokies to push their way in the top 8, those are 2 very good teams to prove themselves against. A
good draw and pass there just to draw the penalty from Drew Matthews. And that's really what the Sharks needed. If they want to come back into this game, they got to start, playing a little bit desperate, playing a little bit crafty, and doing what they do best, just playing smart. So we'll see potentially some more crafty offense like that. And Drew Matthews, he's just one of the best in the game at it, just creating situations that benefits his team. Came in as a young rookie hooker and has just locked that spot down ever since he came into the side, Drew Matthews, as Delaney. Pushing forward there and held down for a few seconds. They go to the right now. It's going to be... Oh, Sonny Tay, he's over the line! No, Sonny, what are you doing? You spilled the ball! And you'll get the ball back, but that was a certain try.
Well, we talked about white line fever earlier with Irwin. That was even worse. There was nobody in front of Sonny, and Mr. Selfless just decides to pass it. Hopefully, for his own sake, they could get over at the end of this set.
He couldn't pass the ball when he was a half, and that this team actually needed the ball. But now that he can score, he just passes it now. So I'm not sure what's going on with Sonny Tyre, but absolute fool, I reckon, as NBT goes down the wing and just trying to work his way downfield. He does a good job there as Mayava brings him down. They go to the left. Now it goes to Botchagalupi. He's smashed in the tackle there. Shackelford laying out. As that's the 3rd tackle. They go to the right. Oh, and it's a forward pass. And that was a very forward one. The Sharks throwing that opportunity away. They're throwing it away twice now.
Well, and with 3 minutes left in the half. They've probably only got one more opportunity if they can keep the Panthers deep in their half. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is what the score is moving into the half there, Will.
Yeah, no surprises at all. As now it's Rakamanu straight to the line. Oh, they've set him up well there. That's great hands. And the spine just linking up Mayava in the middle of the field there. That's the third. Now they go to the right. It goes to Vivali and Gawa. So that's the fourth. Flying the ball as they go to the left. Now it's going to go. Rakamanu goes to Justice Daly. Brought down as that's the fifth and last there. There we go. Rakamanu puts the kick in over the top. And it will land in the hands of Thomas Usher as he steps one. Thomas Usher, he blisters past Mayava, but I think it's Lonnie Lawrence wrapping him up from behind. And that was very, very dangerous for a second as they go. Inside ball. Now goes to Hitchens. Hitchens making his way downfield the center. As that's the second tackle. The Sharks, here they come. They go out to the left. Now goes to Pochagalupi. One final attack before halftime. And they give it to Rakamanu. He's not on their team. And that's a big hit under the ribs there as he reached for the ball. Kausakau letting him know about it. As the Panthers, they're just looking to probably just settle this one easily into halftime. So got to the left now. Sinclair goes to Jackson Allison. As that's the fourth. Flying the ball. Now going out to the left. Lonnie Lawrence. And that'll be the halftime siren. We'll see very shortly the Panthers in the lead.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yes. Yeah,
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to SRL TV. This Wednesday night clash between the Penrith Panthers and the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, brought to you proudly by TBC Live, as the Panthers with a 24-6 lead at halftime. They have been tremendous tonight. And just a few things to take note of. At the halftime break, the Panthers had 64% possession. And so they've had the lion's share of the ball. They've also made 3 errors, where the Sharks, they have made 7. They haven't completed even half their sets in this game, and they've only had a handful of those as well. They've made double the amount of tackles as the Panthers have. They are just struggling out there, and it really just shows why the score is the way that it is. Also at halftime, some key stats. It was NBT and John Boy Mayava leading in the run meters for their respective teams. Mayava already with a double, and Shremananoli already with 2 try assists. Some really good stuff so far from the Panthers that we've seen, Anthony.
Yeah, and I was going to say, for the Sharks, if you're going to make a game like this, you probably want it to be... Oh, let me just wait.
Good kick.
Oh, he stops on a dime and he's off. You probably want it to be a game like this. You don't want to post up stats like this in your first week of finals. But having said that, you got to win this game if you want to make the finals there, Sharks.
Yeah, that was a good intercept there from, I think it was Kalionolani Mahano Olo, as now it goes Jackson Allison. Brought down. Third tackle. Mahano Olo out left. Lonnie Lawrence looking to dive over the line, but somehow he's held out. Butchgalupi with a try saver there. Fourth tackle as they go to the right. It's a ball to Stromandinoli. They rush up on him. He's got dangerous hands, Stromandinoli. Goes with his nickname, I suppose. As they go to the right, Rakamani puts the kick in behind, but it's well... Oh, Kausakau taking it and bumping off one. That is good stuff there.
Yep, this is where the fight back has to begin, because the Sharks, they cannot dilly-dally. They need to get points on the board, and points on the board quick, because chasing 24 points, that's getting close to that record points chase to make sure that they can at least draw level, if not take it off the Panthers in a little bit of an upset in the second half here.
Yeah, and I mean, if the Sharks can pull it back from here, I'll be very surprised, but very thoroughly impressed. And I mean, I think they can do it. It's just going to be tough in the conditions that they have tonight. It's wet, it's slippery, it's really easy to make errors at the moment. And in that first half, they were very error prone. So I will personally be surprised if they're able to pull this one together. As for Vali and Gawa, brought down there. Butler goes up left to Lecky Tours. He's driven back in the tackle there. And Malchus has been really good at that left second row so far in his time playing there, but really hasn't been able to do much in this game. And he hasn't really had much of the ball at all. So they really need to get to him in attack a bit more. Just spread that ball out to the left edge, and that way he can shift it out to the left winger as well if he needs to. So that's the fourth tackle. Now they go. Stramananoli, wide pass there to Cummins. And he can't get away to Shaktirs. Fifth and last. They go. Mahano Olu with the kick across field. Goes down to Michael Crimp as he's going to step. Michael Crimp goes down the sideline. And Mayava catches him, drags him back in the tackle. And that's a good start there for the Sharks.
Now, there's a man who hasn't had the impact that he's usually had all season. He's had a bit of a quiet one, but the Panthers, well, they're not kicking to him, so there's not really much that Crimp can do there on the wing.
No, it does really make it hard for wingers to get involved in the game. With no kick returns, it can really stop and halter your progress and stop you from doing much of anything, really. So that's a shocking kick, and Charlie Butler, he'll be able to weave, but oh, great ankle tap there from MBT to slow him down. But can the Sharks hold on? The Panthers spread it to Raikamanu, long ball out to Stramananoli, he comes off it, he's hit off it in fact, and Lonnie Lawrence, he'll drive for the line, and he'll push over. I think he's scored it here, Lonnie, but I'm not too sure. Ollie Pache doesn't think so. And I think he has, though. As
it's going to be touch and go.
Yes, I think the ball's got him down there.
Yeah, it's...
And yes, it has.
Yeah, there we go.
And there's the green light. The Panthers with the kick now to make it 30-6. And that was a big play. You could just see it sweeping right to left. It was Raikamanu intended for Stramananoli. He got hit off the ball. And it ended up with Lonnie Lawrence, the vice-captain, pushing over for his first of the night.
Well, did you think this was going to be happening when we came here tonight, Will?
No, I sure did not. I didn't think that the Panthers would be in the lead, never mind in such a commanding lead over the Sharks. And this really complicates the Sharks' season. The Panthers, they are very happy here. Not only are they in good standing now, they're going to be pushed up the ladder just a tiny bit. But this will also help their for and against at this point. So potentially, if they keep on pushing, they could really get close to getting out of the negatives in the next game or two. As that's
That was a risky one.
Big pass there. Jeez, they're not afraid to throw it around tonight, are they?
Well, it's park footy now. This is a training run for the Panthers from the looks of things.
Oh, and the Sharks. I mean, if the Panthers come complacent, the Sharks will... I don't think they will take that easily, and they will probably try and take advantage of that. But I guess we will see as Stramananoli getting to Lonnie Lawrence, goes to Ben Cummins, but he's driven back. That's the fourth tackle, Mahano Olu. Brought down the tackle. It's Stramananoli. Kicks it over the top. Thomas Usher. Oh, able to get straight through a gap, and Mayava brings him down, but the defense just falling asleep there for a second from the Panthers. And maybe they have become complacent. There's now Delaney. Goes up to Matthews. Now goes to Boccigalupi. That's the fourth tackle. The Sharks, they're brought down, playing the ball. Going out to the left. Now it's going to go Jack White. White pushed back by Sinclair. At the halfway line now, 5th and last. Cronulla plays it out to the left, goes to Delaney. As Vivali and Gawa. The stepping one. Vivali and Gawa straight past MBT. Not even a dive. But now there is one. And look at that. The speed, the pace. Tavita Vivali and Gawa. He will score under the sticks. And make it, I guess, difficult for John Boy.
Oh, this is becoming just a little bit dangerous here for the Sharks. The Panthers, they have already leapfrogged the Broncos if this is what we've got at the end, and they'll be jumping up into 10th, possibly even 9th if they can pull this off. The Sharks, they're still in positives, sitting in the top 8, but they do not want to leak any more points because that is going to be a mathematical problem for them.
Yeah, this is fast becoming a problem, isn't it? Mayava, I mean, he's very happy. He's very happy with how his team's done tonight, and him personally, he's led by example. They have been phenomenal in their game, so really almost, well, not even almost, I'd say flawless pretty much. They have just been super, super solid. And this Panthers outfit, they don't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon, which is, like you said, very dangerous. From a math standpoint. There's Allison playing the ball. Now they go to the left. Lonnie Lawrence. And that'll be too long in the tackle there from Botchagalupi. And he gives a penalty away. The Panthers, everything is just gone right for them at the moment, isn't it, Anthony?
And to happen here at their home ground, that's just a beautiful way to help their team out. Is this the? I'll just quickly check. Is this the last home ground that the Panthers have for this season?
I'm not too sure.
Ooh, I'm going to double check because no, they're at home against the Dolphins next week. So if this is what the Panthers play like at home against an in-form top 8 club, then those Dolphins, they are in for a rough week next week, Will.
Yeah, I mean, they sure are. And the Dolphins, they went down this week against Manly. It'll be a tough ask from them. They probably be a bit discouraged, but they could also be the exact opposite and bounce back. So the Panthers, they're going to need to be on their absolute best next week, even at home with this home crowd advantage. That's not a great kick, and Shakti Unknown ends up with it, a handover on the 20.
Shakti Unknown, the Indian representative, the sole Indian representative. Jack White, first game in the SRL, and look at those run meters.
Yeah, he has been great, isn't he? Jack White on debut tonight. And he'll be coming off shortly, but he's had a good debut. We've seen what a freak he is in the mines. As here he goes, Jack White. Just gets an offload away, and it's going to be a try assist to his captain on debut. No, it's a knock on.
Oh, no.
Just give it to him.
Oh.
That is sad stuff there, but I think that's a fair call. And yeah.
3 minutes left. Someone get the ball to Jack White because, you know, coming up this late in the season's got to be a bit rough. As long as the Sharks make it to the finals, he's probably got a couple more games in him. But if somehow the Sharks don't make it there, he's got 3 games to show himself to the rest of the SRL captains. Try to get himself a bit of a contract now that we're starting to enter some of that period in the season here, Will.
Yeah, absolutely is. Just on the last down, the Panthers are going to go deep. Stramandanoli puts it just over the top, goes down the wing of Thomas Usher. What can he do? He steps 2. He splits the difference, actually. And he just goes straight to the gap as Mayava brings him down. And he has been so good out the back tonight, John Boy Mayava. And, you know, a couple of his players as well, when he's made those tackles, just like we saw then, making up. And if there's a line break that next tackle, they'll cut it off early. They'll put an end to it just so he doesn't have to worry too much. And there's just full trust out there in their defense, the Panthers, which has really helped them out.
Yeah, and my goodness, to come up against the best defensive side in the league and put these sorts of numbers on them, to keep them out for as long as they have been. I don't know what drills John Boy's been running back here at his home ground, but whatever he is doing, he needs to do more of that. And we all need to be worried because the Panthers are on a run home and they are red hot.
Absolutely, and I'm very happy personally because if the Sharks get scored on highly, you know what that means for me? Oh my gosh, another penalty. Well, I was going to say the Storm are the best defensive team, and they will be, but that's very unnecessary there. As Strand and Ollie just puts that one over, and they've given a few penalties away tonight, the Sharks rather, that have really just made me scratch my head and as to think why.
Well, again, maybe they've come into it a bit complacent. They've been on a red hot run of form. Maybe they just thought they could come up here and just walk over the blue and not the blue, the black and white. And unfortunately for Sonny Tyre, Mayava, he is really taking this reins of leadership, and he is doing wonders with it.
As here goes Kamene, he'll go straight just to the left of the sticks, bursting through the line, and the Panthers, they are absolutely peacocking now.
Well, we say it was getting ugly. It's starting to get even uglier. That's 40 points on the Sharks. And I think the old saying, no team has ever won a grand final if they've had 40 points scored on them in the SRL.
I thought it was 50, and we may get there yet the way the Sharks are playing. You could just see in that try there, Kameno just go straight past Sonny Tyre, didn't even stick his hand out to give him a higher five on the way through. Had to hit the asthma puffer, still wasn't anywhere near him. Absolute slug and defense. It's good riddance that he's coming off shortly. And of course, raps to Kamene. Great try. As the Panthers, with a big 36 point lead at the moment. Still 20 points to go in the game. What do you think, Anthony? Do you think they're going to slow down, or do you think it's just going to be pedal to the metal and try and help out their for and against as much as possible?
No, pedal, pedal, pedal. I've just done a little quick maths because, you know, that's what I love doing on a hot, rainy night like this. If the Panthers can score one more point, that's going to catapult them right above the Broncos, right above the Warriors, and right above the Raiders, straight into 9th place and knocking on the top 8 there, Will. So there is no reason the Panthers want to slow down right now.
I'm sure that message from the coaching staff will be said. No one really saw this one coming as NBT brought down there. And that's assuming, of course, the Sharks don't score any more points. As intercept there, I saw that one coming. Kalionalani Mahano Ola Ola with another intercept, and he's been really good in this second stint at hooker. He's really impressed tonight. Just a quick check of the tips, as we often do at this stage in the game. And currently only 3 people. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's a try saver, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they really knew. But no, it is in fact a try saver, and that's a very good tackle to stop another try there. A couple teams will be very happy with the Sharks with that one. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Another risky one there. Jesus.
Oh,
back to what you were saying, Will.
Only 3 people have taken Panthers 19 plus, and that's Justin Monkey, Lee Simon, and the so-called self-proclaimed Prince of Penrith, Lonnie Lawrence. I mean, you got to give it to him. He had full confidence in his team, and that's fair enough. It's paid off tonight, so good on him, and good on those other 2 players. Yeah, definitely wasn't a foreseen outcome that we've seen tonight. As Delaney kicks that one straight over top. John Boy on the kick return. He steps one. Oh, and Delaney with the tackle. And just as well that he did make that tackle, because Mayava was going to be in space otherwise, as Butler. As the Jamison shuffle doesn't get anywhere. Allison back on the field at lock. And that is only just going to improve their stocks here. Lind plays it. Out to the left again. Allison fending off one. Jackson Allison down through the line. Allison losing one as well, and that's a great run from Jackson Allison. Let's go to the right. Shaman and Ollie. Inside ball. Henrik Lind. Brought down the 30. As that's a good set from the Panthers. as Usher goes down the wing. Mayava bringing him down. It's the first tackle. He's out to left. Matthews links up with Sabatua. Brought down the big front rower. He's running it just at the edges, and the Sharks are just still looking a bit flat. Here goes Bobby Werman, though, through the middle. Offload back on the inside of Matthews. He's driven back and lose about 5. And that's the third tackle. At 12 minutes left in the game. Oh, that's a forward pass. No, that's going to be allowed to play on, is it? Alrighty. That was, I mean, from where we're sitting, that was pretty bad there. Yeah, interesting call there, Anthony. Maybe they're letting it go, you know, a bit of pity. Perhaps.
Well, it's a dangerous thing to do down here at Penrith's home ground, because knowing those Penrith fans, I do not want to be a referee walking to my car at the end of this game, Will.
No, Riley Murray will get to them. Just you watch. He will get to them, whether you like it or not. As it's going to be Kaliana. I can't even say his name, no fast. Mahano'ololu going for a run. Offload away to Raikamanu. Breaks the tackle. Manu for the line. He may get there. Yes, he will. No, he won't. He's got to be centimetres short. And it's going to be a ball out to Lonnie Lawrence. I say just pay the try. He must have been on top of the line just about. As they go, Mahano'ololu goes to Shamananoli. He goes to Mayava. Pushed back there. Fourth tackle. The Panthers, they're knocking on the door once more here. They go out to the left. It's going to be Lind. Lind will push. Lind will try, but he can't quite get there. As we look, one last play here from the Panthers from this set. And that'll be a no try. I could have sworn that one should have gone to the bunker at least. There with old Raikamanu, because that would have been a fantastic try. As they go. Mahano'ololu goes to Shamananoli. He puts it very high. It could still be the play here. The tap back's perfect. Shamananoli gets in the way, though. And that'll be a handover. And Raikamanu, he's still complaining. He's been robbed.
Oh, he's been robbed. Mayava was almost definitely in with that tap back. He's been robbed as well of a hat-trick up the back there. So with 8 minutes left to go, the Panthers, they're running out of opportunity to balloon out this for and against, or rein in their own for and against, I should say. I think Mayava, I can definitely hear he wants at least one more out there.
Yeah, and you think they've still got time to put 50 on the Sharks, and if they do that, I dare say I'm going to get some expletive messages from Sonny Tyre. Ones that will not be able to ever see the light of day for fear of his public images. Cowan goes deep. Matthews puts it over the top. Vivali and Gawa, can he split them again? But no, he can't. Good tackle there from Malchus. That's the first. Let's go. Lind. Now goes to Kamene. Brought down there. Second tackle as he plays it. Now goes out to the left again. It's going to be Lonnie Lawrence. Pushing forward. That's the third. Playing it quickly. Going out to the right. Shamananoli. Now goes to Lind. And a slow set here from the Panthers. They really put it all on the line in the last set. And can't even get to the 40 this time. As Lawrence plays the ball. They go to Shamananoli for the kick as he just boots it. And it goes eventually into the midfield. As NBT's wrapped up well. And that'll be the first there. Good set there defensively from the Sharks. And that's definitely what they need to show more of.
Yep, and with 5 minutes left to go, Sonny Tyre is definitely going to be wanting to get up the other end of the field, because they are in the runnings to stay in the top 8, and they want to make sure that their for and against does not suffer too much with 2 more weeks to go in this season after this. Yeah, damage control at the moment for the Sharks, I think. It sure is, as the Panthers have just done an absolute demolition job on them tonight. It has been a bit absurd to watch, really. As they go, Cowan puts it over the top. Now goes Vivali and Gawa on the kick return. And he's brought down as that's the first. Go down the short side, Raikamanu. Playing him a full game at halfback tonight, and I think that is the move from them. I'm not a big fan of the Raikamanu half-time swapping out to wing. I think that just play him at halfback and see what happens, and he's been stellar there. As I go, Shamananoli now goes to Lawrence. That'll be the fourth tackle. Playing it as I go to the right. Goes to Leki Tua. Now inside. John Boy Mayava.
Wanted to peel away there, but he can't quite do that. It's 5th and last. Manu kicking it. Goes over to the wing of Michael Cripp. As he steps on Michael Cripp, brought down by Mayava. 2 and a bit minutes to go. And the Panthers, they are just ready to go home, aren't they? They've really worked hard tonight. The Panthers fans, they are cheering them on. They are giving them everything that they've earned. I mean, they're very happy, very proud to be here tonight. The Sharks fans, I mean, half of them have left this stadium. But of course, the loyal few, a little bit disappointed with their team tonight, but they will support them no matter what. There's 2 minutes on the clock remaining. Michael Cripp. There'll be one last set from the Panthers to put us to the end of this game here, I think, Anthony. As we look to see how it goes, Delaney puts a kick in, goes down to Mayava. Mayava, will he go for a try himself? I mean, he'll try to, but unable to get away from stacked up defense line. As they go, Rakamani now goes to Leki Tua. I mean, the Panthers are looking really strong going into the next week. As that's an intercept here from Crimp. Crimp will run away with it. No, he won't! No, he will not! That is Mohanu Olu. And that is a phenomenal tackle. Even in the absolute death of the game, they're 36 points up. But he will not give up. And he has been stellar tonight in his second half. That is tremendous, Anthony.
And, I tell you, Will, that's try saver. That was the difference between the Panthers finishing 10th and the Panthers finishing 9th this round. And they are knocking on the top 8, and those top 8 teams better watch out because these boys are coming for them.
They sure are. A disappointing defeat for the Sharks. But the Panthers, they're very happy to get it done tonight, and they have been just phenomenal. They could not say enough good things about them. But we will, anyway, very shortly, as Mayava with the double tonight. Raika Manu, Henrik Lind, Roriri Kamene, Tavita Vivali Ngawa, and Lonnie Lawrence, all with a single each. And of course, the Sunny Tyre try, the only one from the Sharks tonight. 27 from 32 sets from the Panthers, 6 errors. So they really cleaned up their act in that second half. 14 errors from the Sharks, including 3 penalties. So not really good. About 80 more tackles made from the Sharks. And not much difference in the line break. So it really was just about possession. And the Panthers just being in better positioning, better at completing. And I think, of course, Dominic Stramanoli, a very big difference in this game, as was John Boy. We'll look at some of the individual stats now. Vivali Ngawa, 242 run meters on the wing. Very good stuff from him. John Boy, 205 run meters. Only 2 line breaks from the fullback, which is quite low. But he made some great meters regardless. Lonnie Lawrence had a good game at second row. Allison was good. Mahano Olu was also good. 12 tackles, none missed in half a game. Raka Manu, Straman and Oli got 2 try assists. A lot of good notes here from the Panthers.
And looking at the try assists, unfortunately, our Muzbet winners, they've got everything riding on our last game. So it's not like Muzz to leave us all hanging, but there it is. The Panthers scoring 42. It was all one-out stuff. It was all kick returns. It was a real team effort tonight. Everyone joining in together and everyone carrying the team together on their back straight up the ladder.
Yeah, absolutely. As we move on now, and it's MBT, the top run meter for the Sharks. 209 run meters, 9 line breaks. He was good as always for them. Matthews had a decent game. Usher played okay, but really a lot of lacking in the forwards tonight. I mean, Kalsarkau was leading there. Malchus at left second row, only making 83 run meters. I mean, Jack White has almost outrun him. So I think that just speaks volumes. Jack White, great debut from him tonight. Disappointed to go down the way that he did, but you know, we all have those kind of games, but he should be proud of how he did. And in comparison to the 2 players that played the 20-minute stints and the 17 and 16 minutes respectively, he well and truly did a great job tonight. So well done to Jack White. Do you have any comments for the Sharks?
I mean, look at Sonny Tyre. 33 tackles, none missed. You can't say he didn't try his heart out, but when you're having to make that many tackles in the middle in your 65-minute stint, there is very little way that you can really do much else. And the Panthers, they were just on fire. There was nothing the Sharks could do against that onslaught. So they're probably lucky they got away with the game with the difference that it actually is tonight, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining Anthony and I in the box. Make sure you tune in because next we have got the Knights taking on the Cowboys. That'll be a very exciting game indeed. I've been your Commissioner Will Kay, joined by Anthony McDonald. It's been a pleasure having you. Make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.